Good morning to you. It's morning. I'm about to start my day, but I want to do this video to tell you a little bit of what is going on with me right now and the real estate projects that I have. Last time I spoke to you, I said that I had 3 deals in my pipeline. Now it seems I only have one deal in my pipeline. So that's exactly why it's always good, I think, to have multiple deals in the pipeline. You know, there's a saying about, there's this old proverb that says, send 7 ships to sea, because you do not know which one is going to make it back, because the seas are very treacherous. So if you make 7 investments and you send 7 ships out to sea, and 5 meet into a storm and capsize and sink into the seas, the depths of the sea, you'll have 2 that make it back, and you could turn a profit from it. So I started out with 3 deals in my pipeline, and now it seems I only have one viable deal in my pipeline, but that's okay because I am on a journey. So the deal that is currently still in my pipeline is the Riverview house that has an unfinished, the Riverview property land that has an unfinished house for it. So over the weekend, Mike and I and Thea, we went to the property, we toured the house, I did a video. We did a video, Thea and I tried to do a video, and I posted it that day so that you could see the house. We are all excited about the house. We can't wait to get our hands into that house. By hands, I mean we can't wait to start renovating it. So we're going to close on that property the end of the month. So what needs to get done to that property is I need to do a perk test to find out how many bedrooms it can perk for, hire a contractor so that I can finish the house and get it financed. So what I want to do to get it financed is I want to do a delayed financing. So what that means is that all the expense, the amount of money to purchase the property, and the renovation costs, I have to get on the form HUD so that it's on the settlement form, so that at closing, when I close this month, at the end of the month, everyone will have their amounts in escrow. So even though the contractor hasn't started on the house yet, because I don't own the house yet, the property yet, I have to have their amount in escrow. And the reason why I'm doing that is because delayed financing will allow you to take your money back in under 6 months once you make the purchase transaction in cash. So I'm hoping to do that. So what I want to do is be all cash in, no more than $250,000, be all cash in. So that's the property and the money to renovate. And I am guessing that the after renovation value, the ARV after renovation value, when I'm all finished, will be about 550,000. I'm even hoping maybe 600,000 because it's so close to the water. So if I'm all cash in 250,000, and then the ARV is 600,000, hoping ARV 600,000, then we would have made a profit of, I say profit, but I probably should say equity. Then we would have equity of 350,000. So that's really good. So my plan is to just pull the 250,000 back out of it, and just let the equity sit there. There's no need for me to be touching that equity or anything like that. There's no need for it. I could pull it out and reinvest that into another property, And you know what? Maybe I will do that. I'm not entirely sure what I will do. But I must say that Mike loved the house. He's like, oh, well, we could live here. And I was making fun with him and saying, don't get high off your own supply. Like, don't fall in love with these houses. Um, Even though, chances are when we move to our next house, it probably will be one of these houses that we buy that we think, oh, we're just going to renovate it and rent it, because that's our goal, is to renovate and rent them. We don't want to flip them. We're not flippers. That's not our goal right now. But who knows? I'm so excited to see what this journey is going to unfold to be. So maybe some of them we will sell them, but our goal is to actually hold on to them and rent them so that we can help with the affordable housing shortage that's in the country today, and especially in this area that we have identified. So that's the only property I have in my pipeline. As I was actually watching the video that we did over the weekend when we were touring the house, I realized that the house had an upstairs that we didn't even go into. So the house has this big basement. The tax map says the basement is 1,211 square foot. The main house, I think, is the same. And then upstairs, there is like a loft area, because it's like a Cape Cod, so the roof comes down like that. So it has a loft area. And when I was watching the video and I saw these stairs going up, I'm like, Mike, do you realize that the house has an upstairs? And he's like, yes, I did realize it, but I didn't want to go up there because the house is severely compromised. Like a lot of the load bearing beams and things that are in the house to stabilize it has rotted out. So he said that he did see it, but he didn't want to go upstairs. I'm like, oh my God, there's an upstairs up there, but it's a beautiful house. Has this great big gigantic fireplace. The fireplace is actually in the basement and also on the main level. I wonder if it even goes up into that loft attic area. I don't know what that area looks like, but when we go back there again, we will see. So, my other two properties, there was a property that I put under contract that I had to just walk away from because it was a 1 acre parcel of land. I would have had to perk it to find out how many bedrooms that I could put on it. Then I would have to put in a septic system. And even though I could get public water, I would have to put in a private septic system. And I just realized that if the septic system is not already in on the property, I'm not going to purchase any land that I have to perk to do all of that. Not at this point. So I think since I'm just getting started, I should make sure that I'm on public sewer, public water, just so that these properties that I'm starting out with are a bit easier to do. Now, if I get a piece of property for, like $10,000 or free, I may do that. But this seller, I was getting a parcel of land for $120,000, and that was so already pricey that it just wasn't worth it. So if the seller comes back to me and say, hey, I'm going to cut it in half or give it to you more affordably, maybe I would pursue that. But at 120, not at this point, especially with interest rates being so high and interest rates. Yeah, interest rates being so high. And there is a lot of other good properties on the market anyways, that as long as I just make aggressive offers and go after these strongly, there's a chance that I will already have an established property rather than being so far behind the eight ball with an unimproved parcel of the land, spending all that time to develop the land and then to put the house on it and then getting my product to market. I want to be closer bringing my product to market than undeveloped land. So I've decided that if I do get the land, it has to be partially developed already. I have to be halfway there with the land. So that's what I've decided. The other piece of property that I told the seller that I'm not going to pursue is the 12 unit multifamily. So they wanted me to pay $765,000 for the 12 units. And I did agree and told the seller's agent that yes, I would. But I started thinking about it and I realized that 12 unit is kind of outside of the area that I've identified that I want to be investing in. This area is populated, but it's not really known for high salaries or even growth, really. It does have a base there, a military base. The military base is about a mile away from this particular 12 unit. And also, it's a good property. So it does have a stable area. It has a base. It's close to the hospital. It's very close to a school as well. It's less than elementary school. It's less than a half a mile away from an elementary school. So it has good characteristics in the deal, but I don't want to be paying that amount. So I told the seller's agent that if I can get it for $550,000, then I will pursue it. So I sent him an email yesterday and told him that I want to rescind my offer of the $765,000. I only want to make an offer of $550,000. And he said that he would let the sellers know. So we will see if they come back. But I'm getting a little cold on that 12 unit anyways, because if I have to be dealing with 12 tenants to capitalize on $550,000, one of these, remember the River House, I'm hoping that the ARV will be 600,000, and it has a very strong potential to be 600,000. No doubt the ARV will be about 500,000. I'm just wondering if I could push it to the 600,000 to get that comp back. So if I'm already just in a deal at that level already, and I would only be dealing with one tenant, why would I do the same thing to deal with 12 people calling me about their issues? You know, this is out and that's out and this leaking and come fix this and there's a hole in this and I'm not satisfied with this and that. 12 of that for the same payoff. So I'm not really sure about that. Now, there is growth potential in terms of if I increase the rents, to fair market, that property could value $1.5 million. So there is that potential there, but that's only if, one, I can increase the rents because these units are a little bit smaller. So that's if, one, I can increase the rents, two, it rents well, and three, I don't have a lot of vacancy. So that property may even be something that I would want to flip. Just get in, increase the rents, put it back on the market, sell it, and get out of there, because I'm not in an area that I would want to be in. I want to be in an area that's growing and that there is a high, extremely high and aggressive affordable housing shortage, which the other area that I'm pursuing is in. So that's my status update for the three properties. I only have really one good viable one. And so today I'm going to be making tons of offers, as many offers as I can make. And I will update you and let you know how those progress. If I get any in my pipeline, if I put any under contract, if any of the sellers have agreed to my terms, and I will let you know how it's going. But I'm so very excited right now because to finally, to finally be able to be doing this, after so many years, over 10 years of having this idea, brainstorming, and to finally be able to putting this into effect. I'm so very happy, so very excited. And Fia is too, and Mike is too. So we're all very excited to go on this journey together. So I will let you know if I get any more properties under contract. So y'all have a good day, y'all.